So this stitch is called the Tunisian Reverse Stitch. It is very similar to the TSS, the simple stitch. So the simple stitch, we insert our hook through that vertical loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. That's the simple stitch. Reverse stitch is exactly the same, only instead of picking up the loop on the front, we pick up the vertical loop on the back. So to show you on the video, if I hold it separately like that, you can see the front loop and this back loop peeking through. So we want to put our hook in back of our work and go around or through that back vertical loop to pick up our loop. So from the back, picking up. So it's still under the vertical loop, except our hook is working from the back and going through the back loop instead of the front loop. So we'll just work our way down this side here, picking up. We'll pick up 13 of these loops, and the first loop will give us 14, and then I'll show you the border stitch as well for a total of 15 loops for our swatch. So again, this will give a little bit of a different texture or look from the front. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. The border loop we will pick up as usual, going through both of those side loops and pulling up. And then we'll work our return pass. So our usual return pass is pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 all the way. Alternate, where you can yarn over and pull through 2 right away, and it just closes that hole just a little bit between the border stitch and our next stitch. So we work the return pass all the way down the row. And we're going to work a few rows of this reverse stitch. So that first one can be a little bit tricky to find, to maneuver your way behind. So you just want to make sure that you snug up this first loop after you find that first one, because it will sometimes stretch and it'll be really loose, which we don't like. And here's an example of one of my loops that I didn't tighten, and you can see how it's a lot larger than my other side loops and not as neat. So the reverse stitch again, just like TSS, only we're working on the back side of those stitches and picking up that back vertical loop. Okay, if you did the pull through 2 right away, make sure you get that last stitch before the border stitch as well, that we don't miss that one. And then we'll work our return pass. And that's the TRS Tunisian Reverse Stitch.